All righty, we're live. Billy, you got a little shorter. Oh my God, Captain Carlos.
Less weight too.
Captain Carlos Gutierrez, our guest host tonight. This is the Mad Skills Electric pregame show. Carlos, how was your day today?
Cold. That was cold.
I bet it was freezing, huh?
Yeah.
You did a little fly fishing and.
Yeah, we did some fly fishing. I don't know if you wanted to talk about it now or later. I didn't do any fly fishing.
Let's talk about during the Mad Skills Electric pregame show.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about what it was you were doing, and then once we get started, let everyone tune in. Then we'll go into like the fishing report and everything. So what was it that you were doing today?
So Sean, that used to work here, reached out, and he kind of is in charge of the chapter here for the Project Healing Waters, and it's getting vets involved in fly fishing, tying flies, and several of the chapters kind of grouped together, and they were going to make a little tournament. I don't want to say tournament, just get vets out here. They did several dinners, meetups, and today was just like, we're going to go fly fishing. So they got a couple of fly guides out and somehow managed to get me out there too in the mud boat against the poling skivs, and met out of John Brown this morning at 9, and in these windy conditions, cold. I think we started off probably like in the 40s this morning once we got out there.
That was cool.
So anyways, that's what it was about. We bet up at the St. Martin's River at the mouth, had lunch there, whoever showed up or could make it out if they weren't stuck in a creek or something. And just bonding and getting guys out, doing some fly fishing to help cope with what they've dealt with, just being in the military, things they've seen, things they've done.
Oh, vets. I thought you were talking about like veterinarians.
No.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So actual vets, military personnel. So
the real deal.
Yeah. So that's what we did. And so just guys just trying to pay back, say a little bit of thank you for people that come back maybe not as healthy as they got sent off for serving our country. So and how to cope with it. I think that's what the purpose of the fly fishing is just getting them to find something that they could cope with, to deal with what is going through their minds or emotions, or just to stay in some sort of normalcy. Something
a little more patient.
Yeah.
Because fly fishing is definitely for the patient man.
Yeah.
Well, good deal, man. That sounds cool. I saw the photos and the videos. I think you were the only one to catch anything today.
We're giving a report.
Yeah, that's not the report.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not.
And if anybody's interested in that program, it's projecthealingwaters.org.
Projecthealingwaters.org. And Sean McDonald, how do you say his last name?
McDonald's.
Yeah, like going to McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald. Reach out to him, and he has most of the information. They're meeting on 44. I don't know if it's a VFW or what it is, but there is one of those Legions. I think it's a Legion. Right kind of catty corner from the Publix on 44. That's their new meeting place. So they just meet up, tie some flies, and sometimes they have like casting nights, stuff like that. So anyways, if you're interested, I'm sure Sean would appreciate anybody who is interested. So
and that's American Legion Post 155.
There we go. American Legion Post 155 on 44, kind of catty corner from Publix.
It's almost you knew that like the back of your hand, John.
Oh, I know most of the bars in this county already.
All right, again, this is the Mad Skills Electric pregame show. Let us know if you are tuned in right now. We've got a big show tonight. We've got some cool products on the Plumbing by Powers Tackle Table Talk. We got a special guest who is hosting a local tournament, one of my favorite tournaments of the year. We're going to be talking to him shortly about that. And then we got Captain G in here.
Maybe.
It's way better looking than Billy.
Way better. And I don't feel so like overwhelmed like I have to stand on my tippy toes. This is nice.
I'm short.
Oh, we're just saying. Oh, yeah, look at there. All right. So, John, who do we got on so far?
We got 10 people. Nobody said anything to me.
Come on, guys. You got to get lively out there.
I left for a bike week, and now nobody knows what to do.
I tell you.
Is George Quinn on yet or no?
GQ, you out there?
because I called him just now and he did not pick up. He just got put straight on voicemail, but he will reply 100 times on a fish talk
after the fact.
Yeah.
That's very unfair.
Steve Mizell says hello.
Steve.
Jeremy Daringer says tuned in and ready to learn.
There we
wants
go.
to learn something tonight.
That's a guy to learn from,
I mean,
though.
it is St. Patrick's Day, and I don't know if we're going to learn much.
We're going to tell you what, if we can get Captain Derringer on the show, we're going to learn a lot. All right, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and go to a commercial and come back and start talking some fishing. Be right back.
We got to do the airboat report.
Oh, yeah. Captain Carlos. Oh, I get to do the airboat report this week. That's going to be cool. All right, and then we have Brody back there in the producer stand, so give us a second. We're going to go to a commercial now. My name is Captain Gary Bartell Jr. from Fish Talk Live in Ozello Keys Marina. Having the right tools on your boat while you're guiding is very important, and Bubba has made that very easy. They have a new captain's program. It's real easy to do. If you go to bubba.com, go to partner with us, fill out the form, which gives you 50% off on anything on the website. So go to the description below, click on the link, and get signed up. Welcome to
Fish Talk Live.
Presented by Wheeler Construction, PowerPole, Seakeeper Ride, and all of our incredible sponsors. Thank you very much for tuning back in to another episode of Fish Talk Live. All right, so tonight we're talking about a local fishing tournament, one of our favorites of the year. It's an incredible cause, ran by incredible people. Unfortunately, we got one of the uglier ones on the couch tonight, so just bear with us. But he's still good people, a big heart. So, and then we're going to be talking unfair lures on the Tackle Table Talk. So that's going to be a good one. All right, Captain Carlos. So we went over what you did today, the foundation you fished for.
Yeah.
But now we want to know the secret. So big change in weather. Huge change.
Yeah.
We had almost like our summertime transition there, went straight from winter to summer. But now we're back to winter. So what did you see today?
A lot of redfish that we're not eating. So John and I downstairs after I got back from this little tournament outing thing, we were talking about how cold it got and water temperatures, and he went back and looked at from 5 days ago till today. There's been a 20-degree change in water temperature.
Wow!
So those fish
From high to low, right?
High to low. And I would say so one of them, which I was trying to figure out, how did it get changed so much so quickly? I didn't account for the rain. Now, if we go back to when it's summertime and we're out there scalloping and it rains, what happens to the water? It cools down.
Yep.
Well, we were seeing 80-degree water just last weekend, 80-something degree.
85 on Saturday.
I saw 81 inside the St. Martin's. So John, from his marker report, saw 85. So, and John, what were we today?
That was 64.
64 today.
Wow.
So a big change in water temp. So it really kind of shut down these fish. I think for myself, these guys were in their poling skiffs and they outclassed me poling all day long. The only thing that I had an advantage of, I was literally mud boat fishing, but my guys were fly casting. So I could run over a lot of skinny, very low water condition areas to get to holes, and you could just see fish swirling, meandering. They never really spooked. The majority of them didn't really spook, but just could not get them to eat. Now we got one to eat, and I think we had 9 or 10 boats involved in this Project Healing Waters outing this morning. And my guy was the only one to catch a redfish, land a redfish, and that was his first redfish ever on fly. So the plan kind of worked out, but only thing I really had in my pocket, that I could make work because of how heavy of a wind conditions we had was to just shrimp.
I was gonna say, how'd you tie a mud minnow on to fly?
With shrimp. Yeah, and it was so awesome. I'm standing up on my poling platform. Guy just casting his arm off, and then I swap my guys. I'm like, all right, let's get the other guy a chance to to cast in the hole, and I had a righty and a lefty, so I have a lot of boat repositioning. So I'm about to give up in this hole, and then out of this little ledge, here comes a little redfish and just eats up the fly.
Oh,
I
wow.
can't believe I just saw this
Oh, that's so cool.
happen right in front of my face, like 10 feet in front of the boat. So I said, all right, y'all work together, land the fish. Y'all work together, and they landed it, and the guy got his first redfish ever on fly. So that was pretty cool. A lot of effort. My two guys were, and for my opinion, pretty decent at casting. Way better than me. The long rod is not really my preferred method of fishing. But
we've heard.
What's that? Oh, okay, good. But it was good. It was a good day. A lot of guys. The report saw a lot of fish. Just a lot of uncooperating, just fish that were just the pressure. They were cold, lethargic, just not willing to eat. I think give it a couple of days, and I think things will start to level out again. But we definitely have some cold water temperatures the next couple of days, but eventually they'll have to eat. So, and it'll warm up. This may be, I think, our last cold front, and it's actually pretty good cold front that we have.
You know, it was just a couple weeks ago when it was in the 90s or a week and a half ago, and Billy and I were talking about all the white pelicans that are still here, and we're getting another cold front, and everybody was making fun of us. Follow the white pelicans.
There's always one last cold front. I think we just got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I mean, if the white pelicans bail, then I'm a firm believer in that. If the white pelicans leave, then we know it's done. You know, they're somehow a lot smarter than our meteorologists, but I said this yesterday. This cold front's the best thing that can happen to our fishery, you know, because prior to the cold front, trout scattered everywhere. You could catch them out in the foul area. You catch them in Little Homosassa Bay. You could get them in Fish Creek still. They were scattered. This is going to help congregate them back up. They're back in the rivers. They're back in areas like Pea Pass and Stokes Bay with that muddy bottom, seeking a real quick, warm bottom. And, you know, it's gonna really help us key in and target them again. Redfish, same way. They were scattered. Now, spring months are my favorite months to go fish for redfish because, again, you can go anywhere and catch redfish. Now we have to kind of start over again. So it's easy planning if you really think about it. You know, right now, predict them being way up in the rivers, back in the creeks. And once it starts warming up again, just work from the creeks out. You know, the mouth of the creeks back to the outer islands. You know, that's how they're going to move. And
so I have a question from a longtime watcher, first time question asker. How were the tides affected this last front?
I would say there's no tide.
Yeah.
So
let's see.
We got off the water.
It's pretty low.
We got off the water like we had to be back at the ramp between 3 and 3:30. I left my creek system around 3:15 to get back, and I noticed on the very outside the water was finally starting to come in. But really, I would have said it was supposed to be low. I think at 8:30 at Mangrove Point. Never saw low or never saw an incoming tide until I was heading back in.
Yeah.
It was just non-existent.
Yeah.
So
I think it was what, Saturday or Sunday when it was raining.
Yeah.
You came back in at like 5 o'clock. You're like, the water's just now coming back.
Really?
But it was supposed to be high tide like hours ago.
Yeah.
And it's going to be even lower tomorrow. And I think the next day too, because
I think we got like 12 mile an hour out of the north tomorrow.
Well, I was going to say one thing, you know, John is the one that made this point not too long ago is anytime you get a cold front, ignore the tide reports.
Yeah.
Don't even waste your time looking at the tides. They're based off of a 10-year average. So, you know, is it average to get a cold front in March, mid-March? No, it's not like what we had.
Yeah.
You know, so the tide reports are not going to be close to average. So, the only thing you can predict it's going to be low. It doesn't mean you can't go out fishing, though. I mean, you know, there's a lot of great areas to fish. To me, fishing low tides are better. It's easier to target where it's less area for the fish to go and school up. It's just getting there safely is the biggest thing. Now, a day, 2 days after a cold front, you got the bluebird skies. It's like you were saying, they get lockjaw.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. But, once you get past that, even if the water's still low, it's the best time to go fishing, in my opinion.
What are you seeing on the airboat out there, Gary?
Well, before this cold front, like I was saying, trout all over the place. Redfish, snook littering the outer islands. Big snook, too. My favorite part is people are still targeting snook in like the main, the tank and the bird key. And so we always go to the opposite side when we see that. And it's just littered with snook. Now, today, it was a ghost town out there. I didn't see the first mullet, not one trout, where I had been seeing a lot of trout out in the Keys. Not one snook, even in the holes. I saw a big grouper that dove down into one of the holes today. That was pretty cool, but that was really the only fish that I saw out there. Ladyfish, they're gone. I haven't seen the first ladyfish out there.
Not today. I didn't see.
Yeah.
Now, I heard some guys caught. They were probably getting strikes from ladyfish. I think that might have been one of the few fish that was maybe out today, actively maybe going after something. I didn't personally see ladyfish. I saw a lot of mullet. And just like the old saying, find the mullet, find the redfish, that was kind of my scenario.
Yeah.
As far as back to the cold fronts, I think and tides, pay more attention to wind.
Yes.
So that was kind of the key as far as why also the tide was so delayed today. So Junior and I went fishing on Sunday, and I took them out to a creek system. I was like, hey, I want to see if these fish are kind of hunkered in the back. Find these resident fish that maybe never leave. And we actually waited 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours before we went and even tried to get into this creek system. And I got back out there, and we literally just came to a stop. Like, we just couldn't anymore. We came across an obstacle, pushed the boat over, got out, pushed the boat over the obstacle, and then walked the boat like probably 30 yards. And then me pulling, Junior then getting out, and then pushing and guiding the boat, because even his weight was stopping the boat with his weight.
Of course.
But it was one of the best, coolest experiences, because we got to see a lot of things that we never get to see on a normal tide. The only real boat that could have gotten back there would have been an airboat. That was it. Unless you purposely get stuck in this creek, you'll never get in. So it was cool saying that there's still fish, in some of these creek systems. And this is before the front. So that was pretty cool. But again, even me trying to wait 2.5 hours after what was supposed to be low, the water hadn't gotten back there. What's interesting is you get your mind into, you're push pulling, you're seeing fish, you're fishing holes, and it may not seem like it's a lot of time has passed, but all of a sudden you go from like no water. And when I say no water, we probably have 5 inches of water in a creek system, which for my boat, 5 inches I could pull. But you go from 5 inches to now there's like a foot and a half. And it's like, how did this happen so quickly where we're struggling to move 100 feet and now we could go anywhere? So sometimes
cool
your windows are very tight in certain areas is all I'm want to kind of point out also. But
well, I'd say it's a good report. Get people started. I'd say one more day of lockjaw, if I had to guess, and then we'll be back to normal, catching conditions. But still doesn't deter people from going out there. I mean, these negative low fronts are the best time just to go out, bring one rod, go explore the areas, learn the rock bars.
You want to dress appropriately, though.
Yeah, dress appropriately for sure. I was wearing a beanie for the first time today. It was nice. All right. So let's go ahead and jump over to a segment that I've been waiting for very patiently, because there's a very special photo in the catch of the week. So let's go over to the Extreme Decalz catch of the week. See if you all can point out this special photo. Oh, right off rip. There he is.
Man, Billy already looks older.
Yeah, I tell you. Jordan looks more beautiful than before.
Absolutely.
That baby. Look at that baby Briggs. Oh, my God. Oh, look at him. He is such a good baby, too. Such an incredible
Billy
baby.
has said it's been a roller coaster lately.
He breathes.
And it's already a freaking weekend. That's it.
Bree pointed out, Briggs breathes just like Billy.
Absolutely.
Like, Oh my God, but that kid is just full of life, full of smiles, very easygoing. They did an incredible job. Congratulations, Billy and Jordan Fender. And Baby Briggs, welcome to the world with the OCam shirt already. I love it.
Now it's time to get back to work, Billy.
Hey, it's a cool looking fish.
It's a nice hog.
Yeah, it is.
We should zoom in on that picture because that mullet actually ate artificial. So he has a lure in his mouth. And
I think that might be above Brody's pay grade.
So did you watch him eat it?
I mean, look, it's like, again, 5 inches of water. So we ran back south into a creek system and we were busting like a load of redfish. And they were just sitting in these like little depressions and potholes. And there was some meandering little mullet there. And in this particular little pothole, I've been catching, I've caught like twice before redfish that they just sit in a pothole. So I made a cast in there and he legit ate. I watched him eat and I was like, I can't believe this happened. So that's my first mullet that I've ever caught. He legit ate. And I literally hooked them up in the lip. Like
you know, the next time this happens, we should really bring that fish back and cut them open. I'm being serious and see what all they have in their stomach. Yeah, because you can see he's got a bigger stomach normally than a mullet.
Yes, I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
He acted weird on the release. It was weird how he just acted kind of weird, like almost like stunned.
Oh, I know what it is. That's not a mullet. That's a bonefish.
No, it's not.
That's a bonefish,
No,
Carlos.
Anyways, that was pretty cool.
That is awesome. That's a cool photo.
That's Chris Dunning.
CD.
He's been doing good in the Florida Redfish series, I think.
Yeah. We got an update on the Florida Redfish series here in a little bit too. Nice trout.
Not as good as Carlos is, though.
Who is that?
That's Gene's trips.
Ah, look at Gene.
It's a nice looking trout.
I saw someone giving somebody hell about Boca Grips and trout the other day, but I think all these trout go in the cooler anyway. So
James in there with a good redfish.
nice redfish, James. That thing's over, slot. Nice snook. That is a good photo. I tell you what. Big old trout. Perky redfish. Look at the size of that tail.
Jessica. Billy's got way better commentating on these pictures than
Yeah, he does. Yeah. I'm waiting for Carlos. I'm kind of out of tune right now.
I don't talk much.
Nice looking snook.
You do talk a lot.
What does Billy usually say? Oh, I know where that is.
That was Kevin Dubicki.
Dubicki.
That's Kevin Dubicki?
Yeah,
They went out spearing.
Doesn't
the
look like
water
Kevin.
temperature.
Oh, well, there he is right there.
53 degrees.
There's Kevin. Yeah, they're crazy, man.
Yeah,
I tell you what.
53 degrees. They're out there spearing.
If you guys haven't watched his YouTube channel, it is it's a hoot. I love watching.
I did
that.
watch his YouTube video on the
I guess that's
Fish Haven.
Lee. I think that's probably Lee Haney.
Yep. I like their code name, Duval.
It's a good redfish.
Yeah, it is. Nice red. All right, so that was the Extreme Decalz catch of the week. So let's hit a commercial break. When we come back, let's talk about this upcoming tournament and go talk to our special guest tonight. What do you think?
Well, sounds good.
All right. BRB. Hit it, Brody. Good job.
Here
How
in
much time
Florida, every name tells a story. Just saying Ian, Nicole, or Michael brings about strong memories. But then there's Adam
Better not see you.
and Gary. Together, their teams helped rescue over 3,500 people. And Vicky, she used her food truck to feed the community.
Thank you so much, guys.
And Andy, he flew medical aid to devastated communities. But then there's Shane, Clyde, and Robert. Together, they have more than 60 years of storm experience. They stand with an FPL team of thousands, ready to respond. So as the next storm approaches, just know we're prepared. Here in Florida, every name tells a story. and every name is important. Because together, we can weather any storm.
All right, so we just got back from our friends, our firefighter friends from Northport in that commercial. Now we're with our firefighter friends from Citrus County. Lance Potter, thanks for coming back.
Thanks for having us back, Gary.
Thank you for putting on this tournament once again.
Absolutely.
It was a lot of fun last year.
It was, and we did amazing. For those of you that don't know, we did about $52,000 for the Citrus County Benevolent Fund.
How much was that again?
52 grand.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we rocked it for the first annual. So we got this year second annual Professional Firefighters Benevolent Fund, Citrus County. It's a Citrus Slam. It's going to be March 27th and 28th. The captain's meeting is going to be on the 27th up at Tipsy Tarpon, and 28th the fish tournament and the weigh-in, bunch of raffle, lots of stuff going on at the seafood cellar up there.
So it's in the seafood cellar parking lot,
Correct.
which knowing Jimmy and how he works with the community, I'm sure he goes all out.
Outstanding. He did an amazing job last year. He's actually he approached me this year, and not only being an event sponsor, he went and took the title sponsor position as well.
Let's go,
And
Jimmy.
helped us out tremendously. Got us off to a great start right off the bat. Casey and Chris up at Tipsy Tarpon, hands down, had no problem getting us back at Tipsy for the captain's meeting. And a lot of other awesome sponsors out there helped out with this year. So we're ready to go.
Let's go.
We're set.
Well, you and I were talking earlier, there's some good payouts for this tournament, but in my opinion, when you fish a tournament, this is the type of tournament you fish. Surrounded by great people, an incredible cause, anything that the Tipsy Tarpon and the Seafood Cellar, and I mean, you've gotten some incredible sponsors here. So, anything that these people are involved in and our local firefighters, it's just one of those must-fish tournaments. It really is.
So it's the second annual Captain Mike Fletcher, in memory of Captain Mike Fletcher. And a lot of our proceeds go to the Captain Fletcher Foundation, and that helps put one student through fire school.
Oh, wow.
So they get their fire standards, and it was really something that Mike really believed in. He wanted to start this benevolent fund with Citrus, and we picked it up and kept going with it. Now we're helping out young firefighters starting out. So
Love it. That's awesome. All right, so let's talk prize, or let's talk how to win. So it's a slam tournament, right?
it is a slam tournament. So the biggest snook, redfish, and single trout brought in, total weight, that's the slam. Whoever has the most weight on that with those three fish, they can win the slam. It's $2,000 slam prize. And then every redfish, snook, and trout single is $1,000 prize. So,
and on the trout side, is it a like in that 15 to 19 slot, or can you enter the one that's over 19?
You can enter the one that's over.
Okay.
Over slot.
So you guys got to make sure to keep the trout that you want in there, because you only get one per boat. So redfish 18 to 27 inches, snook 28 to 33 inches, and it's the weight of all three. It's not the length. And you were saying FWC is going to be there at this tournament. Make sure everyone's minding their P's and Q's. Big turnout for the first time last year, so really expecting a good turnout for this year again. Perfect time of the year to fish for all three of these species, especially after this cold front we just had. I mean, that was huge.
It's been tough. I know it was tough last week.
Yeah. So,
They got a kids section, don't they?
yeah, you got a kid
There's a kid
division.
position. Thank you. So we have first and second place prize for the kids 14 and under. It's going to be a tackle first place. I believe it was a tackle first place. Got a rod and reel and some tackle in there. pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
It's a little prize.
Well,
I thought
and
Gary said there was.
I
a
was
different
gonna
first
say,
prize.
John, just be patient.
I'm making sure
we're gonna throw in a fishing charter as well for the first
Oh,
place.
yes. Yes, sure.
And I'm sure one of our other captains here at the marina will throw in a fishing charter for the second place. So count us in
So
for
you got
2
that.
fishing charters.
There's
for
something
the
else to
kids.
look forward to.
I don't want to fish any of the adults, just the kids.
You get along better with kids.
Yeah. So, well, too cool.
We got there'll be a bunch of raffle items that we will be raffling off at 50-50. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to be giving away, and hopefully we get a really good turnout again this year. Jimmy's going to be doing some food out there in the parking lot. Everything that he puts out there, $10 a plate or $15, whatever he sets the price at, all that money goes right back to the benevolent fund. He gives it right back to us.
Now, Lance, explain to us what the I always have a hard time with that word. Benevolent?
Benevolent.
Yeah, that
It's
one.
okay. It's
What is that?
so that's a fund, actual account that we put together for emergencies for our firefighters and their families if they have kind of a disaster type fund for us to help pay anything up to a house payment, to a vehicle payment, whatever helps them get back on their feet and get going.
Good deal. Love to hear that. Something else we're going to do as well. We're going to purchase. Now, I'm not going to be there this week or for that weekend. We'll actually be up in Boston for a football tournament. But Ozella Keys Marina is going to go ahead and purchase a entry tonight that we'll give away at the end of the show. Awesome. Non-transferable. So if you win it, you better go and fish it. But we're also going to be giving away a couple unfair lures to go along with that. So that's what we're going to do as well. But
You guys are awesome.
yeah, man, thank you very much for everything you guys do. If you guys have any questions about the tournament, you can go to their Facebook page. It's the
Citrus Slam.
Citrus Slam. Easy enough. How does somebody enter for the tournament?
So you get on the Citrus Slam. If you get on the Facebook, we have a Square site link on the Facebook. The link's also available somewhere else. The link was available. No, you're not going to answer. So you go to Facebook, go to our Square site for our local 4562, our union, and you can go through that and find and register to come fish.
If you guys have any questions, citrusslamfishing@gmail.com. Shoot them over an email. If you want, give us a call up here at the marina. We can help you walk you through it as well. So again, the 2026 Citrus Slam, the second annual Captain Mike Fletcher Fishing Tournament. You've got Citrus Orthopedic, Michelle Good Realtor, Seafood Seller, On the Spot Detailing. You got Advanced Septic, Citrus Equipment, Crystal River Pools, Rock Solid Creations, Lollygaggers. Which one of the Lollygaggers sites is that? There are 19 locations now.
That's the one in Chris River, Organell, and
All this thing. That's an incredible family.
Absolutely good. Great place.
Young Boats, State Farm. We got Fagan Construction, E-Care Ambulance, Eagle Buick. Which one's this? Elite?
It's Elite. Yep.
Mickey's Pub. You got the Robert Wade Phillips Scholarship Fund, Royal Legacy, Extreme Phone Decking, Tipsy Tarpon, the Marion County Firefighter Association. Yep. So, I mean, you got Home Depot, West Marine.
Do you want to talk about where your captain's meeting and weigh-in is going to be?
So the captain's meeting is going to be at Tipsy Tarpon on the 27th. That's going to be at 6 p.m. And we'll go over a lot of stuff for the tournament. There'll be some raffles up there that we'll be giving away, or you buy a ticket for and win a raffle up there. 50-50 will be up there as well. And then the 28th, between 2 and 4 p.m. will be the weigh-in at Seafood Cellar. And like I said, even if you don't fish, come out to the Seafood Cellar on the 28th and just help out and support this incredible cause that we got going.
Ken Claimer already says him and his oldest grandkid are already signed up.
Yeah. a bunch of boats signed up already. We'll do everything. We can register at the captain's meeting if you want. Just come up on the 27th and we'll get you registered. Get you going.
Cool. Let's go fishing.
Yes.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Anything else?
Really appreciate it.
Hey, thank you very much. All right, guys, make sure you get registered for that tournament. It's a great cause, great time. Question?
Is there an area for the fishing tournament?
Do you have boundaries?
Okay, our boundaries are pretty much anywhere in Citrus County on this side. You can go from Withlacoochee all the way down to Homosassa. You can Hernando County, as long as you're at weigh-in by 4 o'clock. If you're in line at 4 o'clock, you're good to go.
So you could drive to Panama City and catch a big redfish
You
and
can
come
get
back.
back. Yeah, we haven't set boundaries for it.
But on this coast only?
I don't know if you can get over there and get back in time.
All right, no boundaries.
It's not like Ken Klamer, who asked the question, won't be fishing out of Ozella.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear he does pretty good, though.
Oh, yeah.
He does pretty good.
He's going to be taking our job soon. Any other questions about the tournament?
No, sir.
All right, cool.
Thank you, guys.
Lance, thanks
Really,
again,
really
brother.
appreciate it.
Hey, likewise. Thank you. All right. Bree, do we have one more commercial, or do you want to just go straight over to... All right, Brody says... I'm sorry, Brody do we have one more
commercial?
All right, Brody's going to go to a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to go over to the Plumbing by Powers Tackle Table Talk with Captain Carlito and Captain John, and talk about some rip and slash. And then we're also going to do an update on the Florida Redfish series too, right? All right, stay tuned.
Hey guys, welcome to the Tackle Table Talk presented by Plumbing by Powers. And today we're going to thank our old buddy GQ George Quinn for providing us with some unfair lures. And so this is a bait that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about this hard bait. The two specifically that we're going to talk about is going to be the Rip and Slash 70 and the Rip and Slash 90. Now this is the 90. It's got a bigger profile. And I do believe these are going to be a 3 3/4 inch
Here, do you need
bait.
me to hold it? Watch this.
There we go. There's our hand model.
Bree, you want to zoom in on this?
This one specifically is floating. And I've never thrown the 90. To me, my go-to is always the Rip and Slash 70. So, Bree, keep it zoomed in right there. One of the key features about the Rip and Slash is they have this like bleeding gill. I don't even know what to call it, but it's actual like little fabric or whatever it is. So it provides a visual stimulation to fish that say, hey, this fish is injured. So visually, they're seeing something that is an injured bait fish. Now, there's also going to be flash. So they're seeing an injured bait fish. The one thing, John, if you'll shake that, it's got rattles. So most of these hard baits have some sort of rattle. So that's now going to give some sort of audible noise for these fish to zone in. So they see a flash, they see a bleeding gill on these fish. Now they're hearing a rattle. So that's going to kind of cue them into where your bait's going to be. Now, how do these fish, or how do these baits, how to fish them, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So these baits do nothing by themselves. So they are a twitch bait. So you will have to manipulate and work these baits to get the action that you're actually looking for. So one is going to be a twitch pause, twitch pause. Now, sometimes, you know, we hear twitch, and sometimes, depending on, like today, we have colder weather. Do you want to maybe have this as a backup among some other baits that might entice a bite? But if it's cold, these fish are lethargic, are you really going to be, let me see, whipping or, you know, really hard? Probably not. Maybe you're just doing more of a pull reel versus a very hard twitch. So, but when you do a twitch or a pull or maybe a drag, what's going to happen is, Sean, you will get a roll, okay? And these are, most of you can get them, this happens to be a floating. Most of them are a sinking, suspending, either slow or fast. So they will roll, but what they're also doing is they are sinking. And then when you give them that twitch, they'll dart, okay? And that action is what's going to create bites.
So, Carlos, this question, Billy just happened to be full of questions today.
All right.
Something unique about these.
Oh, is that who you're talking about? A longtime viewer, but never asked a question?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Something unique about these hooks is the barb is on the outside. I never realized that before.
You know, I don't know. These hooks are pretty sticky. They're really sharp. Hook barbs on the outside. I mean, obviously, they're not going to hook with a treble. You're not going to have the barb on the inside. So I think that's normal. I mean, I don't know how else to, I don't know. I don't have anything for that. What I normally would throw, and it happens to be the Olive Ghost. This is probably what I've thrown as far as an unfair lure. Smaller bait. This one is probably, I believe it's a 2 3/4 inch bait, smaller profile. So I think this bait would probably be most suited for this time of year. We're just on the warm up right now. We're cold. Are these fish going to want a very big lunch? Probably not. So a smaller bait, I think, like this is going to be more appropriate for this time of year versus later in the summer. Bait fish are growing. They've grown some. Water temperatures are warmer, and maybe a 3 inch bait or a 3 3/4 inch bait might be what is going to be their go-to. The one thing is, between the fast and slow suspending is going to be, the rattles, which these both happen to be slow suspending. So they have the same rattle between these two ribbon slash 70s. Oh, this one's slow suspending. But between the fast and slow suspending, they do have different rattles. So at least pay attention if you do buy these baits, that the noise being emitted by these is different between the fast and slow suspending. But this happens to be a fairly common, popular lure. I think other baits that are going to work that are similar to this is going to be like a 17MR, the Live Target Scale Sardine. I think these are all very comparable baits that would work in this environment for this time of year. The only main difference I think I see with these baits is they have that little fabric for like a bleeding gill type, just visualization for your game species to kind of zone in on.
Now, GQ did say he's killed a lot of trout with this one you were just holding.
Yeah.
But going back with the barbs, is there some sort of reason why the barbs are on the outside versus the inside?
Safer removal for the fish.
There we go. Safer removal.
That's it?
Probably.
Billy was really hoping for a good explanation from Carlos.
I don't have one. I throw these. So these, I throw this. I keep this in my tackle box, but this is not generally one of my go-tos. I know these guys are hyping them up a bunch and they're catching a lot of fish, but if you're throwing it, you're eventually going to start catching a lot of fish on it. So to me, it's a confidence deal. When I try to throw these, they don't normally work out. I threw this bait in, where we come from, Jacksonville. A bunch of guys killed it on this bait. I did not kill it on this bait in Jacksonville. So it's a confidence thing. I always have one ready to tie on and throw, but it's never been something that's just knocked it out of the park for me. And not trying to talk bad about the bait, but it just hasn't really done what it's done for others. George has a lot. He swears by this. This is one of his go-tos. And if you have confidence in the bait, you seem to do better or believe that it does better. But
I do better on shrimp than anything.
There you go.
I got more confidence in my live bait than I do artificial.
Yeah. But unfair lures, they've been around for a long time, and I wouldn't pass them up. Try one out, see if you like them. It could be another arsenal that you have ready to go, but that's what we got.
All right, let's do an update on the Florida Redfish series. What do we got here?
Yeah, tell us from your experience how that's going, Carlos.
For me, not so great.
What do you mean? You're 8th.
I'm in 8th. So I was like super ecstatic. You know, I was 5th place at the first stop, which was Boca Grande. I forget where we were. Down south somewhere.
Punta Gorda.
Punta Gorda. There we go. And 96 points. But I guess to keep it a level playing field, anybody who doesn't catch fish gets 10 points less than the last person that did. So with such few people not catching fish, if you didn't catch fish that day because it was very difficult, I don't want to say you were rewarded, but you started off in a very good position with, I believe it was like 78 points. Well, Jacksonville, a lot of people caught fish, and you're either on fish or you're not. I was not on fish. And so I was down at 24th, and I think 31 people caught fish. And so with that, it bumped me back quite a bit. So now there is 20 points between me and first place. So with fewer tournaments, it's a really toss-up. I am tied in 8th, I believe. Yes, there's 3 of us. I think Mike Dunning, me, and George Quinn are all tied in 8th.
Yep.
But I think for Angler of the Year, points-wise, it's going to be very difficult to really catch up to James Aldridge if he's able to stay on fish for the last 2 tournaments and for the championship. So I technically have 4 more stops. Our next stop is, unfortunately, the same day of the
Mike Fletcher's tournament.
The Citrus Slam tournament, which is the 28th of this month. I'll be fishing Steenahatchee. Our zones are from Big Spring down to Swanee River. So kayaks can go anywhere in between there. I've not scouted. Now we have this cold front. It's definitely made a change in any plans that I might want to pre-fish. But
still got 2 weeks. And if I learned anything in Daytona, I can take somebody out for you.
I don't think so.
I bet.
Oh, well, I don't know. So we have Steenahatchee. And after that will be Panama City, and then we'll have our championship out of Panacea. So even Panama City is coming up fairly quickly. I believe it's 2 weeks after Steenahatchee. So we're just going to see how we do and go from there. But I am excited about fishing Panama City this year and seeing what the boundaries are for Panacea for the championship. And we'll just take it one tournament at a time and see what happens.
So we have Steenahatchee left, and then what?
Panama City.
Panama City.
Which is the
and
April
then the
11th.
championship.
Yeah.
So there's only 2 left.
2 regular season stops and then the championship.
Which is mid-May.
Yeah. So which I prefer because we're fishing hopefully in cooler temperatures. You know, at least I prefer fishing in May maybe than in like I think it was September when I think it's way hot. I don't really enjoy fishing like really hot tournaments. So I'd rather fish during the cooler months than warmer months.
We all know you'd much rather be scalloping than paddling around on a kayak.
Sure.
Yeah.
At least I'll be in the water. But that's the update for FRS. So hopefully we'll do pretty okay and can stay somewhat competitive. You know, if I'm out for Angler of the Year, you know, you could try to go for just winning or placing either top 10 or something and just hope, you know, you could do better than that in the actual tournament. So we'll see.
When is Panama City? April?
April 11th?
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks after.
Yeah, April 11th
Stanahatchee.
is Panama City.
All right. Who's in the lead on the boat side, John?
Not you. Point standings, team of the year. Team Port Fierce with 196 points.
Ooh. Good
What's
lead.
second place got?
192. Seems like it's a good fight between first and second, but then it drops off down to 178 for third.
Deal. All right. So, John, you have a secret question ready for tonight, right?
Nope.
Oh, I thought that's what you were doing earlier. Oh,
I do have a question.
all right. Here we go.
How much did the Slam tournament donate to the Benevolent Fund last year?
What was the net proceeds from it?
Yep.
Net proceeds. Does anybody remember that number? All right. So, whoever can
It
guess
was only
that.
said once, so it's going to be pretty difficult.
Yep. So, the top 12 people, or the 12 people that answer
Let's
that
just
one.
give everybody 2 chances this time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was going to say
We'll do top 6.
top set. Oh, you want to do? Okay.
Top 6. We have 17 viewers right now.
Okay. So the top 6 people that answer that question correctly, how much did the Citrus Slam tournament bring in last year, financially wise? That went to the fund that's the whole cause is for. So the top 6 people is going to have a chance to win some unfair lures and then a registration that we're going to donate to the angler. So,
And I just gave everybody a hint.
and John just gave you all a hint. All right, let's see. Oh, someone already guessed it. There we go. Oh, another person guessed it. Here we go. Let's get this board ready. Come on, Lance.
All I gotta do?
Yeah, you got to do it. Come on.
You don't have Anna wipe, but you got LJ wipe.
LJ, come on over. Come on. Come on, LJ.
I'll do it.
Come on. Top 6 people, so we'll give you every other one.
And this is for entry, right?
It's for the entry for the tournament and 3 unfair lures. Non-transferable.
2 more.
2 more people. 2 more people. How much was it? Write down how much it was, because that's. I think I remember. All right, so it was not 53,000 and it was not 51,000. Let's put it that
Narrowed
way.
it down.
It was not 51 and it was not 53. That's a lot of money raised. That's amazing.
That is a lot. We got some great people in this community.
Billy,
Right.
you know you can't fish the tournament, so why even answer the
I
question?
just give it for the call.
You're working
Love
with
it.
me.
Love it.
Although we could shut down the marina for the day and go fishing. Well, Gary's gone.
Carlos is over there trying to answer it right now.
No.
2 more people. So it was not 51,000 and it was not 53,000. Got 1 person,
One more.
1 more.
I didn't take Ken Claimer's answer either because he already registered.
Good call.
Yeah, there you go.
He's over there slamming his computer right now.
One more. Come on.
1 more. It was not 51,000. It was not 53,000. How much money was raised last year during the Citrus
I
Slam?
got it. Done.
All right, there it is. Boom.
All righty.
All right, so let's start with Florida Redfish Series.
So,
So we want to do like 1 person between 2.
yeah, let's do like 1 and 2, 3 and 4. You know, Jeremy Derringer, 1 and 2.
Okay, so Jeremy Derringer, Florida Redfish Series, and State Farm.
Charlie Harris.
Seakeeper Ride, and Submerged Outdoor Gear.
Steve Mizell.
Ozello Keys Marina, Marker 48.
Jessica Honovic.
Extreme Foam Decking and Plumbing by Powers.
Chris Harwood.
Chris Harwood, he's not going to fish it.
He answered the questions.
All right. Bubba and Extreme Decalz.
Kyle B.
Power-Pole Move, best trolling motor on earth, and Wheeler Construction.
The alternative would be Billy Fender, and we shut down the marina for the day.
All right, so I see more hope on Chris fishing it than Billy. So.
That's what I saw.
All right. I'll hold it still. You give her hell. That's a good spin. It's a fireman spin there. Bubba.
What was the number?
Oh, shoot. So where did we start? We started at Florida Redfish Series. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jessica
Honovic.
Jessica?
No, Chris. Chris Harwood.
Chris Harwood. I think that's a reef. Let me call. Let me call Chris real quick.
You want to come fish on the day of the tournament, see that hatching?
Let me call Chris here. We might be respinning. All right, so you just won an entry on the same day as your Steenahatchee tournament. Do you want the entry, or do you want us to spin again?
Spin it again, buddy.
All right,
bringing it back. Spin it again.
You're the man, Chris. All right, I love you, brother. We're spinning again. Florida Redfish Series. Chris Harwood said we're spinning again. All right.
Ready?
Yes, sir. Wheeler Construction.
That's probably last.
Yep.
That would be Kyle B.
Kyle B. What's the last name?
Long enough that I can't pronounce it properly.
Benevolent or
Bon Giovanni. Kyle Bon Giovanni.
He just won something recently, right?
Giovanni.
Oh, too cool. He won the rod, I think, last time. Yeah. Oh, too cool, Kyle. Yeah, congratulations, man. You just won an entry to the Citrus Slam and then 3 unfair lures. Stop by. How do you guys want to do that? Do you want to just send you an email?
I'll send you the link.
Okay. So just, give us a call or shoot us an email. We'll get it all set up and get you guys registered. Gentlemen, thank you very much for putting this tournament on. Thank you.
Really appreciate you guys.
All right. So
now, not next Tuesday, but 2 Tuesdays, we'll be live with Captain Gene's Fish Talk.
Yes. Yeah, we will be live at Cedar River Seafood. So we're gonna be the guest speakers that night. So we're gonna.
Wait! Bring it back.
Oh,
Kyle is fishing FRS.
Kyle's fishing up. All right, we're spinning again.
All right, Jessica, you said spin it again.
Number one.
Jeremy Deringer. Is he fishing FRS?
Jeremy, you just won. Are you fishing FRS?
Jessica, we're going to knock it down till you're the only one that's left.
What number is that?
That was number 1, yeah. Jeremy Derringer. Let's see.
Let's see if he's...
I'll reach out to him. If not, we'll donate it to somebody. Is he still on?
Congrats, KB. Knocking it. Looking forward to seeing your picks. He hasn't.
Well, who's left? 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So just pre-spin now.
No, it'd be 3 and 4.
3 and 4. So
he's like, nope, he's good.
Oh, he's good.
Jeremy
fishing.
is good to fish the
All
tournament.
right, cool, awesome. Heck yeah! Congratulations, Jeremy. All right, guys. Thank you again for watching another episode of Fish Talk Live. Awesome episode tonight, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Hey, Brody, great job back there, buddy.
Good job, dude.
Good job. And once again, congratulations to Billy and Jordan, our best friends, and just amazing, baby. Enjoy the time at home, and we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. And John, Carlos, thank you very much for filling in. I think you just knocked Billy out and took his job. So, and Brianna,
except for the
amazing.
fish talk portion, or except for the catch of the week portion.
Yeah, he definitely latched and catch of the week. But all right, we'll catch us at Cedar River Seafood in 2 weeks with Captain Gene Miller doing his Fish Talk seminar. We'll be there live. The whole OKM crew is going to be there. Come on over. We'll see you there.